Hi there everybody, it's Verity here from inkbutterfly.wordpress.com. Thank you for joining me today for another card making tutorial, and if it is the first time you've discovered my channel, please do like and subscribe. Right, so today we're going to make this card, or a card based on this sample, okay, with some masked off areas and some stamping over. And we're going to use the Snowflake Wishes stamp set to do that. So what I've done is I've added some post-it tape to a cardstock panel. This isn't a particular measurement, but I've made this portion a little skinnier than this portion just to give it a bit of a fun look. And instead of going with the blues, we're going to go with some pinks and purples. So we're going to use Blushing Bride, Gorgeous Grape and Highland Heather for our stamping today. Right, so we will start with the Blushing Bride, and I'm just going to take this cluster kind of stamp and we're going to fill in this border with that. And I'm just twisting the stamp around to get different bits of the stamp exposed. You want to press firmly, especially around the edges of the tape, so you don't get a gap where the stamp doesn't make contact with the paper. Okay, so that's that one. Okay, so we're going to change that colour just for a moment, and we're going to bring in the Gorgeous Grape, and we're going to stamp our largest snowflake image next into this panel. And I'm going to do 3 of those. Like that. Then we're going to take Highland Heather. Oops, I've pushed that in too far. Yeah. And this is our medium-sized image that we're using now. So, pop that one in there. That one in there. And there. Okay, again, just the 3. The odd numbers are pleasing to the eye. Okay, right, so we're going to go back to our Blushing Bride, and we're going to fill in a little bit of that panel with this little tiny snowflake, and so kind of in the gaps and then in and around, overlapping here and there, because snowflakes will just, they just fall, don't they, and they overlap each other and stuff. Okay, there we go. And now we're going to use these little teeny tiny ones to further embellish the border with the other 2 inks. So no more Blushing Bride. I'll take the Highland Heather first, and we'll add that in. Just turning the stamp so that I've got different bits showing. And we're going to use the same image with the darker ink as well. So the same thing, just adding some bits here and there, overlapping them. Okay, cool. So what we'll do is we just need to do a little bit of need to clean off any wet ink off the masking paper, tape. I don't want that being picked up when we do a bit of blending. Okay. Or at least not too much of it anyway. And we're going to use the Highland Heather for the blending. So I'm just going to grab my purple little blending brush thing. Okay. I'm going to take off a lot of that ink and we're going to come in on the side there. That's looking quite pink at the moment, and the idea is to make this section reasonably dark because I want it to contrast this main panel here. So if you apply several light layers and build it up, that's preferable to going in too dark in the first place. Okay, and then we're not going to add any more ink to the brush right now, and we'll just go over the edge of that. Don't want this to be as heavy as the other two panels. Hence taking off a lot of the ink on the scrap paper before I bring it to the card. And I'm going over the whole panel now, but I'm intensifying those edges. That's where I want the colour to show the most. And that should do. So it all looks a bit horrible until you actually take off the masks. So you peel it back on itself like this and just go gentle. Even the lowest of tack tapes can peel away, so just go steady. Okay. Of course, because we've been rubbing over it, and sometimes that, there we go. So that looks better already. Okay, we're going to add our sentiment across the bottom, so we'll use the darkest ink, which is Gorgeous Grape, to add our sentiment. Try and get that straight. Lovely. Okay, so I'm actually much happier with that now. It just looks so much better once you've taken away the masking paper. I don't know whether it's just the fact that it just makes it look less untidy, I don't know. And all we want to do now is layer it up, so we'll just use, we're just doing this flat. So this was basically just ink, stamps and paper. So we're going to layer it first on some white, which will really make that colour pop around the edges. Just make sure that's straight before we press it down. There we are. And then we're going to put this onto a Highland Heather car base. crease and a press, and there we are, it's done. Okay, I do think I like the blue the best, personally. Blue's my kind of colour anyway, really, to be honest. But it just gives you an idea of different colours that you could use with a similar technique. I think it'll look nice with narrower strips as well, and maybe a bit of almost like the retiform technique. So yeah, that's my card for today. Hope you've enjoyed that. Nice, quick and easy. Okay everybody, all the links to products and stuff are in the description. Do check it out, and I will see you again real soon. Take care everybody. Bye.